So for this video, we're going to be looking at converting from vertex form to standard form. So for each of these, we have it in vertex form, but we want to change it to standard form. And remember that standard form was that y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. So to do that, I really need to go ahead and multiply out this square term. And so remember, if we have x plus 1 squared, that squared means I'm multiplying x plus 1 by itself twice. So that means that this is the same thing as x plus 1 times x plus 1. So I just wrote it down twice. And now if you remember back to our previous unit, we can go ahead and multiply this out with double distribution. And so I can have x times x. So let's go ahead and write this in. X times x is x squared plus x times 1, which is x. 1 times x, which is x, and then 1 times 1, which is 1. And then when I keep writing that through, I'm going to go ahead and combine my like terms, so I can add my middle x's to get 2x. And then lastly, I'm going to go ahead and distribute my 3 in there. And so when I do that, I get that f of x is equal to 3x squared. 3 times 2x, I get 6x. And then 3 times 1, I get 3. And so there's my function written in standard form. Okay, let's try another one. So here I have negative x minus 6 squared minus 1. So I'm going to leave my minus sign out in front. And then I have x minus 6 times x minus 6, so I'm squaring something, I'm just multiplying it by itself. And then I want to go ahead and do my double distribution to multiply these two binomials. So I'm going to have x times x to get x squared, x times negative 6 to get negative 6x, negative 6 times x is negative 6x, and then negative 6 times negative 6, I get plus 36 minus 1. Then I can combine my middle terms, so I get x squared minus 6x is minus 12x plus 36 minus 1. Then next I want to distribute my negative in there. And so when I distribute my negative, I'm really multiplying a negative 1 into each of those. So I'm just going to be changing the sign. And so negative 1 times x squared, I get negative x squared. Negative 1 times negative 12x, I get positive 12x. Negative 1 times 36, I get negative 36 minus 1. And then lastly, I can combine my two numbers there. And so I get that this written in standard form is y equals negative x squared plus 12x minus 37. Okay, let's try another one. So here I have 5 times x plus 9 squared minus 3. So that's really the same thing as 5 times x plus 9 times x plus 9 minus 3. I'm going to go ahead and do my double distribution here. And so when I do that, I get x times x is x squared, x times 9 is 9x, 9 times x is 9x, 9 times 9 is 81. Then I can combine my middle terms, and so I have x squared plus 9x is 18x. Plus 81 minus 3. And then I want to distribute my 5 into here. And so then when I do that, I get 5x squared plus 18 times 5, I get 90. And then 5 times 81, I get 405. And then lastly, I can combine those last two. And so I get f of x is equal to 5x squared plus 90x plus 402. Okay, go ahead and pause the video. I want you to try number 4 on your own. When you think you have it, go ahead and press play. So the answer you should have gotten here was f of x is equal to negative 2x squared plus 16x minus 24.